Hello students, this is Rimpa Singha Roy and today we are going to discuss some problems about complex number. And the main type of problem we'll discuss is simplification. Okay, so without any further ado, let's start today's lesson. So before starting the problem, let us discuss about the powers of I. We know that root over minus 1 is equals to I. That means I square is equals to minus 1. Now we'll look at I cube. We can write I cube is equals to I square into I. So here I square is equals to minus 1 into I. That means the value is minus I. Similarly, I to the power 4 can be written as I square and I square into I square. And the value of I square is minus 1 into minus 1. So the value is 1. If I want to evaluate the value of I to the power 5, then we can write it as I cube into I square. I cube is equals to minus I and I square is equals to minus of 1. So we can get the value as I. Okay. Similarly, we can evaluate I to the power 6 by writing I cube into I cube. Okay, so we can evaluate any power of I with the help of this 3 number. Okay, now let's go to the problem. Now we are going to solve this problem. Here we can write I cube as minus I. Okay, now in the second term there is 1 plus 1 by I. Okay, now we'll multiply I with both numerator and the denominator. There is a square. And now the third term I to the power 4 is equals to 1 plus 1 by I to the power 4 means 1. Right? So if you look at the second term, only the second term, it will be 1 plus I by I square. Then I square is equals to I into I means I square and I square is equals to minus 1, its whole square. So the term becomes 1 minus I its whole square. Right? So now the next step will be, so we can get 1 minus I its whole cube. Right? And 1 plus 1 will be 2. Okay, now we'll write the third step. So it will be, we'll put the formula of a minus b its whole cube. So here we can get 1 minus 3i plus 3i square minus of I cube. I cube and into 2. Okay, so now we'll put the value. Here 1 minus 3i and I square will be minus 1, so it will be minus 3, and then minus of I cube will be minus 1, so it will be plus I. Okay, into 2. Now the next step will be 1 minus 3 is equals to minus of 2 and minus 3 plus I will be minus of 2i into 2. If we take minus 2 as common element, then we will get minus of 2 into 1 plus I into 2, and it will be minus of 4 into 1 plus I. Here is the solution of this problem. Now we'll move to the next question. So this is our next question. Now we are going to solve this. So for this, there is to the power minus 1. That means 1 by 1 plus I. Okay, and this one is also 1 plus I its whole square, and it's 1 minus I its whole square, right? So then how do you solve this? We'll first square the denominator, okay? So it will be 1 plus 2I plus I square, that means plus I square means minus 1, so it will be minus of 1, okay? Similarly, it will be 1 minus 2I minus 1, okay? So here plus 1 minus 1 will be gone, so we can get 2I and minus of 2I. And now in the next step we can write 1 by 2I and minus will be plus 1 by 2I. So it will be 2 by 2I, right? And then 2 can eliminate, we can it, then we will get 1 by I, okay? So now we'll eliminate the I from the denominator. So for this we'll multiply the numerator and the denominator both with I, then we'll get 1 into I means I, and I square will be minus 1, so it will be minus 1. So the answer is minus of I. So here is the answer, that is minus I. I have solved 2 problems, right? Now it's your turn, and this is for you. You have to answer this problem and comment in the comment section, and don't worry, I'll check your answers. So thank you so much. We will meet you in the next lesson. Till then, keep learning, keep growing.